Hi, sunshines. Join me for these next 30 minutes as we do some relaxing and grounding yoga as part of our daily TikTok live here. I'm Ashlee Sunshine, and I'm here to guide you through a relaxing and grounding yoga flow. This yoga flow is great for all levels, whether you're a beginner or you're more advanced. This is good for anybody. So a lot of the yoga poses that we will be doing will be holding for several breaths, so a little bit longer than like say vinyasa, and they'll be all on the ground to keep us nice and grounded. And this yoga flow was created to just get us nice and close to the ground, to feel safe and secure in those moments that we might be feeling flighty or life may be feeling kind of crazy. So this is the yoga flow I created for that. And then we will be doing a mermaid oracle card reading at the end for anybody that is on this live. It is dedicated to you. And I have my singing bowl here, so we will start with just a little bit of that to start. And if you're going to be joining us, I encourage you to grab some water. Grab somewhere that you can just lay out, stretch out, whether it's on the floor or the bed or the couch, wherever. Feel free to hop in and join us to tune in and out if you want to. We will be here. And we're here every day. It is It is April 7th today, 2025. And it's 2:30. We usually do these at different times right now, and then hopefully in the next week or so when I'm moved, we'll have a more set schedule every day. Everything's just kind of crazy right now in life, lots of things moving and changing and lots of uncertainty. But thank you so much for joining. I'm so excited to get into doing some yoga and just grounding into the present moment with all of you here on TikTok Live. As a reminder, all of these lives do get recorded and posted to our YouTube channel, as well as to our Sunshine Community subscription for an ad-free watching experience on our website, sunshineparadiseretreat.com. You can find all those links in our bio. Thank you so much for being here. It's truly such a blessing. I'm so honored and grateful to have this platform to be able to connect with all of you all over the world, wherever you are. Okay, so we do start our yoga flow with a short guided meditation. Super, cannot talk. Super short. A little bit of breath work to ground, and some intention setting to get into the flow. So wherever you are, I invite you to find a nice comfortable seated position, sitting crisscross and sitting with a nice straight spine. We're gonna just melt and drop those shoulders away from the ears. And as we drop those shoulders away from the ears, just really imagine that all of the stress, anxieties, and worries from your life are just melting off of you. And we can place the hands into a meditative mudra or posture, hands on the knees, up, down, whatever's feeling good for you today. Tune into what you need for your body today. And we're just going to gently close the eyes or gaze down at the ground. And we'll start by just taking 3 big deep breaths together. Super easy. We're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And as we inhale, imagine you're inhaling fresh oxygen, fresh light, fresh life into the body. And as we exhale, just imagine exhaling any stresses, worries, or anxieties, fears with the breath. Let it go. It is no longer a part of you. So let's begin. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And now just returning the breath to normal breathing as we set an intention for our flow today. Or this intention can be for your day, for your week, your weekend, whatever you're feeling called to. Dedicate this time and energy to. Intention is everything. So just remember that. I would like to dedicate this time just to being present and to being grateful for the present moment. May we all find gratitude for the little things in life, simply being present, starting. 'Starting, maybe. 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 And gently opening those eyes. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into some stretching. So we are going to start in this comfortable, easy position. If you've been on my lives before or my yoga classes, you know how I like to start. Just with some gentle rocking front to back. Inhaling as we come forward and exhaling as we come back. And you can place the hands on the ankles or the knees, whatever feels good for you. And just a reminder on that breath work, as we inhale, breathing in fresh oxygen, fresh love, fresh life, and exhaling any discomfort, pain, anything we want to rid ourselves of. This is a great spinal flexibility and mobility exercise to do to also help improve your posture. It's great to do in the morning, midday, afternoon, evening. It's super gentle and meditative. And let's go ahead and switch those legs. And this is just to switch up our right and left hemispheres of our brain, dominant and non-dominant sides. And we're gonna continue that rocking front to back. Inhaling as we come forward, exhaling as we come back. The head stays level, so it's really just the chest moving forward and back on the pelvic floor. Hi everybody, thanks so much for being here. Hope you're having a great day. Sending love and good vibes to you. If you're seeing this or you're on this live right now, blessing you with energy of abundance, peace, and clarity. All of you watching this, thank you for being here. Coming back to center, let's flip those legs again. And now we're gonna move into some hip circles, seated hip circles. So we're gonna inhale as we come forward and exhale as we come back and around. We're gonna start going to the right. Big circles or small. And the hands are on the knees or on the ankles. If you'd like to make this a more internal experience, then tuning into your body, closing your eyes, and just going inside and noticing what comes up for you without judgment or labels. Movement and yoga and breathing and the combination of all of those can really help us tune in, raise our awareness, our vibration, our consciousness, and sometimes can bring light to the shadow parts of ourselves, the painful parts, and that's okay because that's the point. We have to cast light on the dark. We have to. We have to, so we do not be consumed by our darkness. And everyone has some darkness in them. Everyone's got a shadow, and it's okay. We must learn to dance with the shadow self and love it. Be grateful for it. Okay, let's flip those legs again, and now we're gonna rotate opposite. Inhaling as we come forward, exhaling as we come back and around. And coming back to our center, we're gonna come onto our hands and our knees. Open those knees nice and wide as we sit back in the heels. Reach the hands forward, coming into child's pose. So really, really, really reaching and extend that tailbone back to lengthen through the spine here. You can bring the forehead to touch the ground to connect to the earth. Third eye center to the earth. Or if you want to keep your head lifted, that's okay too. Nice big deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth or the nose as you go a little bit deeper into the stretch. On the next exhale, let's shift our hips forward, coming up onto our knees, bringing the weight onto the chest as we bring the hands up into prayer. This is heart-melting pose. And continuing to breathe. Nice big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Using that breath to help center us in the present moment, tuning into the now. The breath can only exist in the now. So it is a great thing to focus on to help us stay present. Dropping those hands down, we're gonna come up into a tabletop position. As we move through some cat-cows here, one of my favorites. Inhale as we drop the belly down, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, pull that belly in towards the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Keep moving at your own flow. Ooh, my back just cracked like crazy. It gets it good in this one. Okay, coming back to tabletop. And I'm feeling called to do some wrist and finger stuff. So we're gonna start with some wrist stretches. So we're just gonna keep the fingers here and just shift the weight forward. And now rotate them outwards. You know, I think we forget a lot of times about our fingers and our wrists and our hands, especially since we're texting and like on the computer all day. Definitely can cause some arthritis issues. Okay, let's bring the hands back, fingers towards the body, and just bring the weight back if you can, or if you can just go like this, that's okay too. And now bringing the, see, my fingers just all cracked. Now bring the fingers in to face each other and shift side to side. And now rotate palms up, fingers facing forward. Ooh. And now fingers outside. And back. Fingers facing us. And inwards. Very good. All right. Let's come to sit on the knees. And now we're just going to shake out those hands. Shake them out. Let's bring the hands up here. And we're going to do this motion. We're just going to clench like this into fists. This is going to help reduce inflammation in the fingers. Great for people that may have arthritis. So we're just going to do this for about 20 seconds. Go now. I'll tell you when we're done. Keep going, keep going. I know it can start to feel tiring. It looks easy, but it's not when you're doing it for long periods of time. All right, just a little longer. This is gonna be so good for our hands, you guys and gals. Gender assuming. All right, that's enough. And now shake out those hands. Shake them out. All right. Coming back onto all fours here. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle for a nice shoulder stretch. We're gonna come to rest on the shoulder. Gaze to the left. Big deep breath. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bring that left shoulder to the ground as we gaze to the right. Big deep breath. And exhale as we reach this arm up. Inhale. Coming back to tabletop. Okay, we're gonna flip those toes in the back. Deep inhale. Exhale as we come up into downward dog. Pressing through all 10 fingers, both palms. Pedal out the legs, the left and right. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Releasing any tension with the breath. We're gonna come to the top of a push-up position onto all fours. Engage those abs, tuck the tailbone in. Hinge forward over the hands, inhale. Exhale as we slowly lower down all the way to the ground. We're on our bellies now and we can lift up. You can come into cobra or into seal pose. I love seal pose. Or if you wanna come up into upward dog by lifting the hips off the ground for a little more strength building. And we can option to rotate side to side here just to get some releasing tension in the back, some additional stretching and more mobility. Long, deep breathing. Coming through tabletop. We're gonna flip those toes again. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring that right foot through, coming into a lunge. Keep that back knee lifted to start. We'll stay here for a couple breaths, long, deep breathing. Dropping that back knee down, we'll come into a low lunge. And continue that long, deep breathing. As we bring our weight into our left knee, straighten this right leg out, flex the right foot towards the head, inhale. Exhale as we drop the chest over the thigh. Recommit to that lunge in the front knee as we bring this right arm up and back. Grab that left foot behind as we lunge forward. Pulling that foot behind us. Long, deep breathing. Gently release that foot. And option to come into the splits, or you can stay in that low lunge if you want to skip the splits. Totally understand. It's okay. Hi guys. Hi gals. Guys and gals. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for tuning in for our live yoga. We're here every day on TikTok Live for live relaxing and grounding yoga. All these sessions do get recorded and posted to our YouTube channel, as well as our Sunshine Community subscription on our website. You can find all the links in our bio. Thanks for being here. Feel free to tune in with us whenever. Would love to have you. All right, we're gonna drop down onto that right hip. If you were in a lunge, come meet us here. We're gonna come into a sleeping pigeon pose. So bring this right knee to right wrist. Check to make sure here on the left that the toes, ankle, and knee are in one line. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, dropping into sleeping pigeon. Hi, Nelson. I see you in here. It's good to see you, love. All right, lift that chest up away from the thighs. We're gonna flip that back foot so the toes are on the ground. Inhale, right leg up, shake it out. Exhale, downward dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, sigh. Releasing any tension with the breath. Inhale that left leg high. Exhale, bring that left foot through, coming into a lunge. Keep the back knee lifted to start. All right, dropping back onto that back knee. We're gonna come into a low lunge. Continuing that nice long deep breathing. As we bring our weight into the right knee, we're gonna kick this left foot out, flexing the left foot towards the head. Deep inhale. Exhale as we drop the chest over the thigh. Recommitting to that bend in the front knee and bringing our left arm up to grab the foot behind us, pull that right foot towards the body as we lunge forward. Long, deep breathing, everyone. All right, releasing that back foot. Option to come back into a low lunge or slide into those splits. If you want to challenge yourself today, totally optional. Gently falling over onto that left hip, or if you're in a lunge, meet us here in pigeon. Left knee to left wrist. We're gonna square our hips towards the front and turn to your right to check to make sure that your toes, ankle, and knee are in one line. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, sleeping pigeon coming onto the elbows for a nice deep hip opener here. Let those feelings and emotions release. This is a deep hip opener. And it has been said that our hips hold lots of emotions. Take a nice big deep breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth or the nose. Lifting that chest up, flip that back foot. Inhale, left leg high, shake it out. Exhale, downward dog. Walk the feet to meet the hands, bringing the feet out a little more than hip width distance apart. Exhale as we come down into a yogi squat. Another deep hip opener here. The hands can come into prayer, or you can bring them on the ground to look like a frog. And we're just gonna rotate side to side here. Nice stretch in the groin, inner thighs, back of the thighs. Big deep breath in and let it go. Dropping down into butterfly. Bringing those soles of the feet together. A little foot massage here, squeezing the feet just to ground us and give our feet a little bit of love. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, drop the chest over the thighs. Inhale, lift the chest up. And we're gonna straighten the legs out in front, coming into a seated position. Flex the toes toward the face. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for the toes. Peace finger those big toes and press the thumbs into the big toenails. Inhale to find length. Exhale, pull into yourself. And relax away from your feet. Okay, let's cross those legs, and we have enough time for a couple more stretches. So we're gonna do a seated spinal twist. This left knee is going to bend as we bring this right foot over outside of the left knee. This hand is gonna come plant behind us. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring the left elbow to the outside of that right knee. We can Gyan Mudra this finger or keep it straight. Inhale, lengthen in the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Gently unwind, and now we're gonna do that on the other side. So we're gonna bend this right knee here. Left foot's going to come to the outside of the right knee. I was getting my right and left mixed up. Left hand is gonna plant behind us. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, twist to the left. Bringing this hand either straight or into a mudra if you'd like. Inhale to find length. Exhale, twist deeper to the left. Gently unwind, and for our last stretch here, we're just gonna come back to a forward fold and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for those feet. Point the toes and reach for the toes. And relax. You're welcome to come into Shavasana, lying down in corpse pose, or to a comfortable seated position like me, as I do this oracle card reading to wrap up our yoga flow today. So this message is for everybody that's on this live today from the Oracle of the Mermaids, if you believe in mermaids. And yeah, take what resonates or leave it if it doesn't. Let's see what the mermaids have to say for us today. Beauty. How nice. What a beautiful card to pull. Beauty. Grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. Pretty mermaids. I'll read a little bit more about it here. Ooh, it's number 1. Lucky number 1. All right, everybody. Beauty, the sensing of something deeply harmonious and pleasing to the eye and to the soul, is a form of great divinity. Beauty in some ways is considered to be an artifice, something that can be approximated and conjured through makeup, hairstyles, behaviors, and other forms of camouflage and cover. But true, deep beauty, such as the kind the mermaids know and see, is the kind that emanates out from a soul that knows itself. Beauty is not an illusion, but an emanation from the soul that shines out. And to wish to be beautiful, to wish to have this said of oneself, is simply the yearning for the soul's perfections to be acknowledged. Humans are also at present very narrow in their definition of beauty. For there is also beauty in our aged ones, in their white hair and tired eyes. There is beauty in asymmetry of injuries and the irregularities of form that befall so many. If This card has come to you. It is time for you to understand that your own beauty must be acknowledged and tended to, not with the unseeing eyes of a culture that wishes to sell you the fear that your form is imperfect, and make a culture of neurotics who fear being rejected for their lack of youth and shiny hair. This beauty is deeper. It is to shine. It is to enhance and becomes your own true self. It is to be as healthy and as well as you can be at this moment. It is to speak not only words that may be true, but words which are also kind and graceful, nourishing to the souls of others, supportive of their potential and their own beauty. Beauty cannot be separated from appearance, but the way in which you regard yourself will immediately impact upon those who regard you. If you do not regard yourself with eyes that can see your own beauty, that beauty may well go unseen by so many others. Even our young and undeniable beauteous ones are often unable to see their own form as lovely. Always, we teach them to find fault and then spend their energy fixing themselves, when all the while there was a far greater task for them. If you have received this card, make every act of self-regard one in which you can see your beauty. Undertake your beauty rituals with intent and great import and care, and awaken the beauty that has longed to shine out from you. The tools we mermaids have gifted with are also our gifts to you. Our comb represents the precious and sacred nature of caring for your physical selves and acknowledging that your bodies deserve time and reverence. There is a ritualistic element to all beauty routines that can be lifted out of the mundane and commercial world and into the sacred, making of your bodies an honored temple which you love and respect and demonstrate gratitude for. By honoring your body, you honor most deeply your soul and the spark of life itself. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this TikTok live. It's been truly an honor and a blessing to be here with you all. As a reminder, all of these lives do get recorded and posted to our YouTube channel, as well as our Sunshine Community subscription on our website for an ad-free watching experience. You can find all the links in our bio. I look forward to seeing you next time. We'll be back tomorrow with some more live yoga. Namaste. The divine light in me honors, sees, and respects the divine light in you. Have a beautiful day, divine ones.